everyone. This is going to be your love reading, but before I begin, I just wanted to say it in one shot rather than having to say it each and every time that I film a video. This way it's just out. I've been doing a lot of research recently on getting a new tarot deck to either work alongside with my Spiral Tarot or even to let this new one take over for a little bit. And I researched and researched and researched, and I found the exact right tarot deck for me. And so I'm going to show it to you. This is called the Gaian Tarot, as in Gaia. Gaian Tarot, and I will tell you why I love this deck so much. It's about real life, and it's about real people and real situations. I have noticed, and I'm sure that a lot of you have noticed as well, that there's only a certain amount of tarot decks that have diversity in them as far as body shapes, the sexes, different skin tones, different everything, all different kinds of diversity, and a connection with nature that isn't necessarily a fantasy. I like this one because it's very real. It's about real life and real people, and I really truly appreciate the diversity of this deck as far as the types of people that are in it and what they look like and the different ages and everything. And so I'm actually giving you a sneak peek preview of this new deck, which you are probably going to be seeing a lot of in the future. And so I'm going to be using these half and half with the spiral deck for your love readings. And look at how huge they are too. I actually had to trim these. These were even bigger than they were, or these were even bigger before, and I cut them down. I cut the rims off of them. They're really, really interesting, as you're about to see. So I'm going to do a 6-card reading for you all for love and relationships for March. The first half, or the first 3, will be with the spiral, and the other 3 out of your 6 will be using the Gaian Tarot. It's been extremely fun using the Enchanted Map Oracle for your general readings this month, but I do have to say I kind of want to come back to reality a little bit instead of being so fantastical about things. I enjoy that because I'm an extremely imaginative person, and I like to use my imagination and storytelling abilities, but I know that not everyone is cut out for the fantasy edge of things. So let's get started with your love readings, and you'll have to let me know what you think about this deck. I absolutely adore it, and I'll see you in a second with your love reading. Hello Libra, this is going to be your love reading for March 2019. I apologize for these coming out later. I had to take yesterday off in order to deal with some personal affairs in my house or my apartment. So hopefully, thank you for being patient. Hopefully it wasn't too aggravating for you. So here we go. This is for Libra rising, sun, and moon. And because these readings are more specific or about a specific topic, it may or may not resonate for you. And so if for some reason it does not resonate for you, you may want to check out your other 2 out of your rising sun and moon and see if any of those resonate for you more, or tell a fuller story even. So here we go, Libra, for love and relationships for March. I'm pulling 6 cards, and then I'll show them to you, and then I'll start reading. Oh, okay. Just a moment. Okay, I'm going to pick one clarifier and then I'll show you. Okay. You actually ended up with 8 cards. Your first position showed up with 2 doubles. So you got the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords together. They popped out together. You have Strength, the Four of Pentacles, and then again, same position in the past. You have 4 cards in the past. These 2 came out together. You have the Ace of Earth, otherwise known as the Ace of Pentacles, and you have the Hermit. You have the Lovers. Wow, you guys. And you have Gaia, otherwise known as the World. And then you have a clarifier. So this is going to be hard for me to hold. Let me see if I can figure this out. Yeah, I don't know if I can really do this. I'll try. Okay, I'll just show you them together and then I'll break them apart. Or break them up for you. You got 2 doubles in the same position for the past. You've had a lot going on in the past, huh? That's what it's telling me, is you've had a lot going on in the past. Or in the recent past with love and relationships. And now let me break it down. So I'm not going to hold it like that the whole time. Okay. So first, you had these 2. The Queen of Swords is actually your court card. It's the Libra court card. And you have the Knight of Swords, which is the Gemini court card. So is it possible that some of you have been dealing with a Gemini? Or it could just simply be saying that you have really, really had to speak up in your relationships in the recent past. There may have been something going on that you didn't feel was right, or the person wasn't listening to you, or communication was not that great. And so you felt as though you needed to speak up. You may have actually even raised your voice, which whenever a Libra has to raise their voice, you know it's really bad. You may have needed the other person to hear what you're saying, or you have felt that something is possibly unfair in the relationship, or it could be that the other person is very difficult to communicate with. They might get irritated easily, or get defensive when you try to bring things up, or if you try to talk to them, they immediately get defensive and start getting combative. And it may even turn into a full-blown fight, which is not good for relationships, you guys. I can see why this would be something that you feel you need, or you have felt you needed to address, or you needed to make a decision about this relationship. This seems really specific, so this is going to resonate or not for you. Again, if this does not resonate for you, you may want to check out your other 2 and see if any of those do. So there's that. And then there's these 2. You have the Hermit and you have the Ace of Pentacles. You may have had to take some time out from a relationship in order to think and think about whether or not this relationship can continue to grow, or whether it's something that you can count on or not, or whether it's something that can grow properly. You definitely seem as if you have wanted this relationship to grow. This may even be a new relationship, or this could be a relationship where either you or the other person has wanted it to become an actual full-blown relationship, or an official relationship that can be grown and continue to grow in the future. But you may feel, I'm going to tell this in a number of different ways. You may have wanted it to grow, but you may have had to take some time out in order to think and really get clear about what's really happening here. Because of this communication issue, or miscommunication, or the person is difficult to communicate with, this is making you rethink things on whether or not this can actually be something, whether or not this is going to work, and whether or not it can continue in the future. It may be the other person that is feeling this way, and they need some time out in order to think on whether or not this is actually what they are looking for or what they want, or whether or not it could be worked out. It could possibly be that things can be worked out. You just have to get really clear about what's happening first, and see if you can communicate with the other person. If you can't communicate with them, I don't really see how it can grow in the future. You have to be able to communicate with the person that you're with. It could be that you temporarily have hit a moment in the relationship where communication isn't that great. If it's only a temporary thing, then it can most definitely be worked with, and things can even out in the future. But if this is a continuing pattern in the relationship where you just can't seem to get through to them, or they communicate in a rough manner, this may not be able to work. And so I can see why you're doing some deep thinking here. Or you may have had to take a moment out from the relationship in order to think. If you are totally single and you are not in a relationship, let me look at these four together. It could be that if you're totally single and you're not in a relationship, it may be that someone has been very direct about being interested in you, or someone may have, I don't know why I'm getting this, but one of you or some of you may have had to deal with someone who's a little bit obsessive, or someone who needs to be in touch with you all the time. Like they message you or text you, or they call you, and they expect you to pick up and respond to every single time. This may be one of the reasons on why you're taking some time out to think, is this is making you feel as if you need to, as if someone's surveilling you, or even watching you, or I'm sorry, I'm getting something in here about a stalker alert. You may have a stalker, maybe not completely dangerous or someone that would actually physically hurt you, but I definitely feel as if someone's keeping track of you, or looking into you, or expecting you to respond to them all the time. And this is making you definitely take some time out to think on, okay, how do I tell this person to back off? How do I tell this person that they need to stop, or I'm starting to feel as if this is not healthy, or something about it. I'm not anyone's possession here. I'm not anyone's. It's almost like this person feels as if they're with you, but you're not with them. This seems really specific for someone watching. So by all means, do what you need to do in order to feel safe in the situation. And if it's hard for you to get across to this person that you need them to stop, you may want to go to somebody else for advice on how to deal with it, or see about even putting some things down to make sure that the person cannot come in to your safe place. If you're single and that's not going on, then what I'm seeing is you may have had past experiences with relationships where there was a lack of communication or problems with communication, and you've gotten really, really clear about what you want, which is you want the Ace of Earth. You want someone that you can grow with, or something that you can depend on, or something that can grow, something that's solid, possibly even someone who's very wise or gentle. It seems as if you need someone who's gentle rather than combative. It could even be flipped, where if you have met someone that you're interested in, they may have taken some time out and that has made you worry, where you want to get back into contact with them again and say, hey, are you even still wanting to be with me, or see me, or not? It's like you need some kind of an answer. They may have stepped back temporarily, and this is making you worry a little bit, or making you anxious, like, are they ever going to respond, or have they disappeared off the face of the planet? Because ultimately you really do want some kind of a new beginning, and you want something that you know what's happening, or you know what to expect, or you know how things can grow. So presently, this looks amazing. Presently, you have strength over the Lovers, and I really love this version of the Lovers, because you can see that they truly are lovers. They truly love each other. They truly are unified, and they have decided to be together, or decided to work things out, or decided to be together. This could be an important person that's coming in presently. If you're single, this could be someone that you have recently met, or this could be someone that you're about to meet that seems like the ideal partner for you, or somebody that you can really work with, someone that you can truly be on the same page with. This may possibly be a Leo or a Gemini or an air or a fire sign. Possibly. I'm not saying that that's definitely the case. It's going to be different for all of you. But this is someone who is able to compromise. This is someone who is able to talk things out. This is someone who easily sees another person's viewpoint and is able to come up with solutions to problems. Someone who is able to make good decisions. Someone who works well with other people. This could also be someone who is a leader, or even a performer, an artist, someone who performs on stage, or someone who leads something or organizes things, someone very strong in who they are. They know who they are, they know what they want, and they're strong yet gentle with other people. They know how to work with people in the best possible way. It almost seems as if they might do this for a living, as in consulting, coaching, counseling, teaching, where they're almost, I'm getting that they're almost experts with being able to work things out or bring people together. And yeah, it looks great to me, you guys. You feel very strong about this relationship. If you're in a relationship and you have hit a rocky period in the past where communication was screwed up, it seems as if you took some time out, you thought about things, and then perhaps you tried to talk again, or find a better way of communicating how you felt about things, or what you needed things to be in order to feel solid about it. And if that's the case, it looks as if you guys have worked it out, or the relationship feels stronger now than it has been. You feel more unified now than it has been. You feel like they're listening now, or you're able to work things out. Either that, or it could be that you had to leave a relationship behind in the past, or if for some of you, you've had some kind of a stalkery kind of spying kind of person in your life. It looks as if this partner has been drawn in to strengthen you, and this is somebody completely different. That is extremely good for you, or you feel very strongly about this connection. So in the future, or if you're completely single and you have not met anyone yet, either someone is definitely coming in, or you feel very strongly about what you want and what you're looking for. And because you have gotten very strong about this, it gives the universe a much better chance of being able to bring you what you want when you get clear on what you want. But this is truly what you want. So in the future, I had to pull a clarifier with these two. You have the Four of Pentacles over Gaia or the world. In the future, there may be a backsliding thing going on. If this is if you've been in a relationship for a while and you are currently with someone. I'm going to read it for you singles or people who have just met someone as well. But if you've been in this relationship for a while, it seems as if currently you're hitting a period where things can be talked out or worked out, or you're figuring out how that can happen. You feel more unified, but something about your life together in the future looks a little too stagnant. Either you've been inside the house too much, or wrapped up with work too much, or wrapped up with things you have to upkeep, things you have to do, money stuff, work stuff, responsibilities, to the point where it's not, the relationship doesn't feel completely healthy because you've gotten into some kind of a rut together. It may be that one of you is more of a homebody that tends to spend almost all their time at home. Another one of you likes to get out there and explore. And so there may be a conflict of interests a little bit, or a conflict of personalities. Or you're ready to work things out. You're ready to have adventures. You're ready for things to evolve. But this person that you're with may be very stuck in their routines, stuck in their everyday existence. They may have gotten very stagnant, and so this is kind of dragging you down a little bit, where you're ready to evolve, you're ready to go explore the world, but they are not. They're stuck in one way or another, whether it's physically, mentally, spiritually, whatever. They just feel like things have gotten too stagnant, and you're wondering whether or not this is going to make it, or whether or not you can follow your path. It's almost like this person, I'm so sorry for putting it this way, this person almost feels like a ball and chain, or they're holding you back somehow because of how stuck they are individually. This, I suppose that this could be flipped as well, too, where you can look at it in the other way, especially for cross watchers or whatever. Yeah, so it could be saying that there is a chance for this stagnant period to completely come to an end and evolve into a completely new beginning. Because the world is in here, it's saying that a long-term cycle is ending, a new cycle is opening up. Things are changing. Either things are changing or they're ending, or an ending and then a new beginning. So it could be saying that in the future, something about this stagnancy is finally coming to an end, and you're on to a completely new world where you're no longer having that stagnancy around as much as before. Or the stagnancy gets to a certain point where you realize it's either going to improve or you have to move on. If you are single and you're not in a relationship, or if you have just met someone that you feel really strongly about and the relationship is going well, then having adventures together, getting out, traveling the world together, even simply going for hikes, trying new things, going out dancing, things like that can significantly help you to feel as if this new relationship is different from whatever you went through before. or this could have something to do with what you had to deal with before and has nothing to do with a new relationship that has just come in. This is something that you're still filtering or letting go of completely so that you can completely embrace this new relationship. It could be that you went through possible decades or years in a previous relationship or a previous way of thinking about relationships that was very stagnant. And so you have possibly released yourself from that in the past. It could be the far distant past. It could be recently. But it seems as if you are ready for something completely different and you're done with that vibration. And so you're filtering things in yourself that are afraid that it's going to go back to that again. With these two, your clarifier is the Guardian of Fire, which in this deck, the Guardians are queens. So this is the Queen of Fire. I love the fact that this queen is a man. I love this deck because the sexes are interchanged with the court cards where it's not so black and white. So this person, if you have met someone or you've been involved with someone, this person is very kind. This person is very nurturing. This person is willing to do what it takes to make sure that everyone has what they need, or that they're a very encouraging person, very warm, very caring, possibly very physical, as in touchy-feely. They like to hold your hand. They like to hug you. They like to nurture things. They like to make sure that the passion in the relationship is alive and well. And this person is very strong. This is reminding me of strength here. You may have recently met someone or been involved with someone or started a relationship with someone, or if you haven't, if you're totally single, this person is coming in or has a very good chance of coming in. It really depends on what you do with this from the past in your own being, so that you can open yourself up to new experiences and realize that those old experiences are completely done with. This could be an Aries, a Leo, or Sagittarius, or a fiery, warm, caring person. Someone who works well with others, someone who is easy to talk to, someone who, again, will do whatever it takes to make sure that the love is there in the relationship, or that the love or the passion is nurtured. Yeah, it looks pretty good to me. This seems like a very strong, warm person that's very good for you. Possibly an extrovert or someone that likes to storytell, someone who loves to meet new people, someone who loves social things, but also is willing to take care of the everyday things, but without ever becoming like this. Or not for very long anyway. This isn't that sort of a person. So, and this can be, obviously, this can be interchanged. This can be a woman or a man. It doesn't matter on what it shows in the card. So this is a very strong, mature person. Someone who has experienced a great deal in life and carries a great deal of wisdom and caring and love in their heart too. Someone who is in touch with both sides of their nature, the masculine and feminine. So hopefully that helped or made sense. Oh, if you have been in a relationship and there is no way that you're leaving it, or you are determined to make this work, doing things like this will significantly help you from getting away from the feeling of stagnancy. By getting out there, going camping, going to music shows, going out dancing, doing the fun things that make you feel like life is worth living will significantly strengthen your relationship and bring the love back if the love has been wavering a little bit. If the love has always been strong, this is you guys doing things together to further along the relationship and make life feel as if it's an adventure instead of being stuck in some kind of routine or same way of doing things all the time. You definitely need to get out of the house is what I'm getting. Or start new hobbies together. Maybe take dancing classes, partner dancing classes, or I don't know, whatever you guys enjoy. Whatever gets you creative again together. So hopefully that helped or made sense for you. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you soon for your random messages from the universe. Okay, take care.